Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to be doing a practice that's focused on neck and shoulders. This is a specific area of the body that I tend to get a lot of requests for. So yeah, let's get started. All right, we're gonna start in a seat today. So a comfortable seat, if you're comfortable sitting cross-legged as I'm doing, feel free to do that. You can also prop yourself up on a blanket or a block. I'm gonna have a seat on my heels, and if you're comfortable doing this, you're welcome to take this position. You can always add a block in underneath your sitting bones, or maybe even two to help you sit comfortably here. But what this will do is start opening up the thigh muscles as we work here into our neck and shoulders. And the very first thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna open the arms out nice and wide, reach them out, and then we're gonna go ahead and take our right arm over the left. And we're gonna hinge at our left elbow and just draw this right shoulder in towards us. Take a big breath in and out. And then we'll go ahead and release. Again, arms reach out wide. You might even take the fingertips a little further back, opening up the front of the shoulders. And then left arm comes across the body as we hinge at the right elbow. And we draw this left arm in towards us, trying to settle this left shoulder down the back. And then we'll go ahead and release there. Once again, arms out nice and wide. And then this time we're gonna go ahead and bring the hands back behind us and grab opposite elbows. And we'll, if you can, and I'm gonna turn around just so you can see this. So if you can reach back behind you, so I'm grabbing opposite elbows, and you might hold on to that left elbow and bring that left palm forward. And if that doesn't work in your body, you can always just open the palm here back behind you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, again, bend at the elbow. It's like you're trying to serve a platter here. Sit up nice and tall, take a big breath in, and then we're gonna drop that left ear towards the left shoulder. Just a deep breath here into the right side of the neck. Big breath in and out. And then we're gonna switch. So I'm gonna bring my left hand back behind us, bend at the right elbow, right palm comes out in front of you, and then we'll go ahead and drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Take a deep breath into the left side of your neck. Big breath in and a full breath out. And then we'll go ahead and release that and find our way into child's pose. So we're gonna take the knees nice and wide here, bring your big toes to touch, and we'll reach the arms out in front of us, forehead down to the earth, and if the earth feels far, you can always use a block here. And then come onto your fingertips and just walk the hands a little bit further forward, and we'll just take a big breath here into the back of the body. And a full breath out. Let's take one more. And out. We'll now come on up into a tabletop position. So we'll go ahead and gather the knees right underneath us. And we're gonna walk the hands forward, 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 coming into puppy pose. So finding that nice long extension in the spine, like downward facing dog, but we are on our knees, reaching fingertips away from the hips. We'll take one more breath here. And out. And then slowly go ahead and bring yourself up. And now we're gonna dome the hands. So we're gonna come onto the fingertips here, walk the fingertips a little further forward. This will help get the shoulder blades off the spine a little bit further away from the torso, a little bit more space there. We'll take one more breath in and out. Lovely. We'll come back into that tabletop position. Hands and knees, left arm's gonna come right underneath your nose. Right hand is welcome to stay at the hip, especially if the shoulder is talking to you here today. But if you can sweep that right arm up, then please do. Big breath in as you do. Exhale, reach underneath the left armpit. We'll come onto the back of the right shoulder. Let the right cheek find the earth. Take a big breath in. Audible, open mouth, exhale, let it go. And then we'll go ahead and unwind, press back into that left palm. We'll once again reach up or hand to hip and release over to the other side. We go right hand right under your nose, left hand to hip or to the sky. Big breath in as you do. Exhale, reach underneath. That right armpit, come onto the back of the left shoulder and just take a breath or two here. Big breath in and out. Pressing into the right palm to unwind. Come on back to that first position, and we'll go ahead and release. And then we're gonna right away find our way into a downward facing dog. So go ahead and curl your toes under, lift your knees and hips, downward facing dog. A moment to just find our way into this shape. Remember early yet in the practice, so you can always bend the knees a bit more here if you'd like, but really pressing into the palms. And then as we inhale, we're gonna shift forward into a high plank pose. So just working into the shoulder girdle a little bit more. Exhale, taking the hips back, downward facing dog. Again, feel free to bend the knees. Inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. One more time like this. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Audible breath out. And then let's go ahead and kick our right leg back. We'll take an inhale as we do this. Exhale, knee to nose. And then we'll set the foot at the top of the mat. Now, if your foot doesn't make it all the way to the top of the mat, you can just set it wherever it goes. Bring your right hand back behind it and then help it, guide it there. With the big inhale, we're gonna come all the way up. Sweep the arms up into a high crescent lunge. Woo. And then here as you exhale, we're gonna go ahead and cactus the arms. And then we're gonna bring the hands back behind us. Once again, kind of like we did at the very start, right hand back behind you. Again, it could be an open palm, or if you can grab that left bicep, then please do. And we're gonna open this left hand out in front of us. Big breath in. Let's go ahead and drop our left ear towards the left shoulder. On an inhale, we'll recover. Come on back through center. Release there. Bring the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift through the heart, lift through the sternum. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, let's release that bind. Left hand underneath your shoulder. Right hand to hip or sky will twist. And then we're gonna bend into that left knee and set it all the way down onto the earth as we reach back behind us. Now you can keep the palm open and open your shoulder this way. Some of us might be able to bend into the back knee and find a bind of the foot to the hand. And if you have that bind, go ahead and kick the foot into the hand and start to roll the head of the shoulder back. Let that help you open up a little bit more. We'll take one more breath here. And then exhale, let's go ahead and release, unwind. Bring that right foot back. We're gonna come back into plank pose. From plank pose, the knees come back down to the earth, and we're gonna walk our hands forward once again into that puppy pose with the palms lifted. And take a big breath in and a full breath out. And then let's slowly go ahead and walk the hands back in, finding our way back into a downward facing dog. Again, feel free to pedal, move here in any way that suits you. And then with an inhale, we'll go ahead and kick our left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, and we'll release the foot at the top of the mat or wherever it'll go, and then we'll find our way there. Big inhale is gonna bring us all the way up into this high crescent lunge. Again, we'll exhale, go ahead and cactus the arms, hands come back behind you. So grabbing for the right bicep, or a big open palm here with that left hand as we bend at the right elbow. And it's like we're serving a little platter here with the right hand. You'll take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, we're gonna drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale, we'll take the head back up towards the sky, and then bring the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, walk the knuckles back. So squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another, lift through the heart. Take one more breath here. Exhale, unbind there. Right hand underneath your shoulder, left hand to hip or to sky. Big breath in. And then let's go ahead and release. This right knee is gonna come down, and we'll reach back with the left hand. Again, it could be an open palm, or if available to you, you'll bend into that right knee and then kick the foot into the hand. If you have the bind here, think about picking the shoulder head up, drawing it back. We'll take one more breath in. Exhale, go ahead and unwind, and we'll plant the palms, step the left leg back. Once again, top of a push-up position. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, let's lower all the way down to the earth. And here we're gonna find Sphinx pose. So bring yourself up on your elbows. Find your forearms on the earth, and your elbows, shoulders are all in line with one another. Your forearms are making a number 11 here. And we're just gonna kind of look around the room. So just take the head all around. Take in your space. Little work for the neck. If you find a tender spot, an area where your body's trying to talk to you, perhaps you pause, you linger there in that little stretch. And then from here, we're gonna come into quite a big shoulder opener. I'm gonna move this block out of the way so you can see. But I do wanna keep the elbows bent. So you're gonna take your left elbow off of the mat, and we wanna take that left elbow a little bit higher than the line of the shoulder. And then slowly we're gonna go ahead and roll onto this left shoulder. So oftentimes we do this with the left arm extended. It's a nice stretch, but this one gets quite a bit deeper in. I feel like the arm extended is a little non-specific, and here we can really work our way all the way into the pecs. Make sure that the head is relaxed. Take one more breath in, and then go ahead and come on back through center. Before we do the other side, we'll just take a moment. We'll pause and Sphinx. And then as you're ready, so your right elbow is gonna come off of the mat, and you're gonna take the elbow a little bit higher than the line of the shoulder. You'll take a breath in, and then on an exhale, go ahead and release. We'll roll onto this right shoulder, try to drop the head nice and heavy, anywhere with this left leg, this top leg, anywhere that works for you. Take a big breath into it. Full breath out. And then let's go ahead and come on back through center. This time we're gonna reach the arms back, your palms face down to help open up the shoulders. You can float the legs here for an extra bit of work in the back body. We'll take one more inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and release, and we'll slowly press back. And one more time, we're gonna come into this puppy pose with the domed hands. So start to walk the fingertips forward, the hips stay over the knees, drawing forehead down towards the earth. As a reminder, if the earth feels far, you can always take a block underneath, but keep pressing into the fingertips. One more breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and slowly bring ourselves up. We'll press into the palms and press back, downward facing dog. Big breath here. Full breath out. And then with an inhale, we'll once again kick our right leg back. This is a breath in, and then as you exhale, knee to nose, we'll round forward, shoulders over the wrist. We'll go ahead and step this right foot through. This time we're gonna drop our left knee down to the earth, and we're gonna come on up into Anjaneyasana. I'm gonna face you for this one. So we're in this kneeling lunge here, and we're gonna take our right arm all the way out to the right and onto the earth. And if you're like me and the ground feels a little far, or if you're feeling a big contraction here in this right side, go ahead and take a block underneath your palm, and you can really use any side of the block. But the right arm's gonna go all the way out to the right, and we're gonna take our left arm up and over. Lovely. And then here, let's go ahead and bend into the left elbow, and you're gonna take your hand to the bottom ear and really just let the head hang. We'll take one more breath here. And out. And then slowly go ahead and recover. Come on back up. Plant the palms, and let's step it back into that downward facing dog. Every time you come into this down dog, you have an opportunity to kind of move around, pedal through your feet, sway the hips side to side, check in with body. With an inhale, we'll kick the left leg back, exhale, knee to nose, stay for your breath in, exhale, release the foot at the top of the mat. Right knee is gonna lower down to the earth. We'll come on up Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge here, left side. And again, we're gonna take this left hand off of the mat and all the way out to the left. Feel free to take something underneath your palm, and we'll take this right arm up and over. And then as you're ready, let's go ahead and bend at that right elbow. Take your right hand to the bottom ear, that left ear, and see if you can just really let the head hang. We'll take another breath in and out. And then slowly, let's go ahead and recover. We'll plant the palms and step it back. One more time into tabletop, and then setting up with for this puppy pose with the palms lifted. Forehead releasing down towards the earth. One more breath in and out. And then let's slowly come all the way back onto our bellies. Okay, setting up for locust pose here. We're gonna once again reach the arms back, this time an option to interlace the fingers. If this bind is not available, you can always grab a towel or a strap in between the hands here, and then we're gonna lift whatever we can. Take a big breath in, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll onto our left side and come into this side lying variation of locust, and then slowly transition into a side lying variation of boat. So we're gonna bend into the knees and here reach back for the ankles. And oftentimes when we do this, it's totally natural to grab the outside of the foot, but we're gonna take this top arm and we're gonna grab for the inside of the foot, the big toe side of the foot, and then kick the foot into the hand. Let that help you open up through the chest, to the front of the shoulder. Once again, we'll take a breath in, and then exhale, we'll undo it. Come on back through center. Let's recover in locust. Take a breath here. As you interlace the fingers, try to take the hands off the sacrum and towards the sky, and then we'll roll onto our right side, setting up for this bow, this side lying bow here. So I start with just grabbing the outside of the foot, and then slowly move the hand to the big toe side of the foot, and then here start to kick the foot into the hand. Breathe into it, big breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and come on back through center, and we'll press back into a downward facing dog. Let's take a big breath here together. Full breath out. And then as you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and step that right leg forward once again, this time pivoting the back heel down, and we're gonna rise up into a warrior two. Now, in this warrior two, just give yourself a few moments and check in with your feet, make sure they're where you intend for them to be. Let's go ahead and take the arms out wide, take a big breath in, and then we're gonna go ahead and take the arms across the body, finding Garudasana arms. So we're gonna take that left elbow over the right. And if this does not work in your body, you can go back to that first thing that we did at the very beginning of our session. So just taking that left arm across the body, bending at the right elbow. But if it does, if you can find these eagle arms, and it could be a single wrap or a double wrap, then please find that. Take a big breath in. And then we're gonna take the arms towards the front of the room, or towards our right leg as we drop our left ear towards the left shoulder. Take a big breath here. And out. And then let's go ahead and release this. Let it go, arms out wide. I'm gonna bring my left hand back behind me. And again, this could be an open palm back behind you, or some of us might be able to grab the inner thigh, or maybe the pant leg, maybe even the back of your pants here. We'll take a big breath in, and then exhale. Let's go ahead and lower right elbow to the right thigh. Now take your gaze down towards your right big toe, and then find a little tuck of the chin, working into the neck. We'll take one more breath here and out. And then this is a nice moment for a block. Once again, we're gonna come into a bound triangle pose. So I'm just gonna extend through the front leg here, and I'm utilizing a block to bring the earth a little bit closer up and really have something to press into to help me find more rotation. I'm keeping that left hand back behind me and keeping my drishti, my gaze down at my right big toe. We'll take one more breath here and out. And then let's go ahead and re-bend that front knee, and we'll release our bind, and we're gonna come through center. Now, you might heel toe your feet a little bit closer so you can stand tall on them. And we're gonna go ahead and bend at the knees here. Bring your hands back behind you, interlace the fingers. So a lot of times we do this with the legs straight. Today we're gonna try with the legs in goddess. So we'll take a big breath in, and then go ahead and bow forward. Hands off the sacrum, head nice and heavy. Breathe into it. Again, if this clasp of the hands back behind you is not available, feel free to grab a little towel or a strap or a belt. We'll take one more breath in and out. And then slowly, let's go ahead and come all the way up. Lovely. Transitioning over to the left side. So I'm gonna turn my left toes out, extend through my right leg, and finding our way into our warrior two pose. Big breath in and out. And then this time, let's go ahead and take our left elbow over right. And again, this could be an arm across, your right elbow over left. This could be an arm across, or you might find those Garudasana arms. Take a big breath in, and again, we're gonna go ahead and take the elbows up and away from us. Take the palms towards the front knee, and then drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Big breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and release that. We're gonna bring that right palm back behind us, grabbing anywhere we can, pant leg, the inside of the thigh, as we come into a bound expression of our Parsva Konasana side angle pose. So again, I'm taking my drishti, my gaze down to the left big toe, and then here I'm gonna find a little tuck of the chin to work into these little muscles along the neck. We'll take one more breath here. And out. And then we're gonna go ahead and extend through the front leg for Trikonasana triangle pose. Nice moment here for a block or a book if you have it, so you have something to press into. Find a little bit more rotation in your spine. I'm keeping my gaze down to help stretch the right side of my neck. And then as you're ready, we'll re-bend that front knee and then go ahead and come on back through center. So one more time. We're gonna fold forward here, this time with the legs long. So feet are parallel to one another. Let's bring the hands back behind us. And if you like, for fun, you might try a non-dominant grip just to challenge your patterning a bit here. As you inhale, think about lifting to the chest, the sternum. Exhale, a little bend at the knees as we bow forward. And then you can always extend the legs at the bottom. Head nice and heavy. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. We'll take one more inhale here, and then exhale, slowly bring yourself up. We're gonna land back into that goddess shape, so with the knees bent, the toes slightly turned out. And then this time, take your left hand to the inner left thigh and press there as you drop your left shoulder down. And then we'll switch, right hand to the inner right thigh. Press there as you drop your right shoulder down. Lovely, come on back through center. We're just gonna walk back to the top of the mat and step back one more time into high plank pose. And from high plank, we're gonna come all the way back down towards the earth. Let's make a little pillow here for the forehead. Shimmy, shake the hips a little bit side to side. And then we'll release the feet and find our way into wild cobra. Last little bit that we're doing here. So press into your fingertips. Again, you're doming the palms. You're gonna lift up, draw the shoulder blades towards one another for a breath in. Exhale, lower down, right shoulder, right ear. As you inhale, come on back up through center. Exhale, over to the other side. Lovely. Again, inhale up through center. Exhale, right shoulder, right ear. Let's stay here for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale back up through center. Exhale over to the other side. We'll stay here for a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring yourself back up through center. Press into your palms, and we're gonna come all the way into a seat. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and transition with our legs nice and wide. I'm actually gonna just take my right leg wide and go ahead and bend at the left knee. Right arm to the inside of the right thigh. My right leg is still active though. I'm drawing the toes back here, and we're gonna take this left arm up and over. Now, if that right hand can't meet the earth, if it feels far, again, if you're feeling a lot of contraction here on this right side, then feel free to take a block underneath your right palm. But just as we did before, we're gonna go ahead and bend at the left elbow and take that right hand, to that left hand to the right ear, so to the bottom ear, and just really let the head hang. And you might think about drawing that left elbow back. Take a big breath in and out. And then with an inhale, let's go ahead and come on up and do this on the other side. So we'll extend that left leg long, go ahead and bend into your right knee, right foot all the way up against that left thigh. Your extended leg is nice and active, left hand to the inner left thigh, right arm up and over. And then here again, we'll bend into the right elbow. We'll take the hand to the bottom ear and let the head hang. Take another breath in and out. And then with an inhale, let's go ahead and come all the way back up. Lovely. Starting to find our way onto our back bodies. If you do have a block handy, go ahead and bring it with you. It can be helpful. So we'll come onto our backs, draw the heels as close to the sitting bones as you can. And if you'd like to find a little bit more engagement for the inner thighs, you can take this block there, especially if you have a tendency to kind of let the legs splay open. We're gonna take the palms alongside body, spread your fingers out wide. With an inhale, we'll go ahead and lift into bridge pose. Now you've got some options here. You can grab outer edges of the mat and use that to help you roll the shoulders underneath. Again, some of us might be able to find a bind here, and then trying to draw the abdomen here towards the spine. Lifting up, chest to chin. Exhale, go ahead and give your block a little squeeze. We'll take one more breath here and out. Let's take one last inhale. Exhale, slowly release down onto the earth. And then here we'll find our way into happy baby. This could be more of Apanasana, just kind of moving the legs back and forth and giving ourselves a low back massage. Really any final posture you'd like in your body before we rest. And then as you're ready, slowly transitioning into Shavasana, legs nice and long, feet roll open, arms alongside body, palms face up. Go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep, full breath in. Audible, open mouth, exhale, release, and let it go. Now, if you have the gift of time and you'd like to stay here longer, please feel free to turn off this recording and continue to rest. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and bring us up. As always, I really appreciate you showing up and practicing with me, and I hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful rest of your day.